I'm going off the rails on a crazy train.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Off the Rails. I'm your host, Kenny, and I'm here with...
Taylor. And I'm here with...
Tony. And I am also here with...
Ian. I'm here with...
We're back to Kenny. All right, guys.
I almost left him hanging because of when we had our first Dungeons and Dimwits episode. He got mad at me for giving him an introduction. So I almost just left him hanging just now because of that.
I feel like that's not
still...
accurate.
That is
Oh,
accurate.
okay, we're
Go
just
back.
balancing
Go ahead.
Paisley.
Check out Dungeons and Dimwits episode 1. You guys will hear it. He'll be like, Ian, who apparently doesn't warrant his own introduction. That's a quote, sir. That's a quote.
Yeah, because you didn't give me an introduction.
I did too. I said, and I am here with, after I did all the shameless social media plugs. I did too.
No, you did not.
I did too.
We will go back and listen to this later. Later.
Dadgummit.
I love being
Oh, look at that.
underage.
We are live on the YouTube.
Cool.
Were we not supposed
unless
to be?
anyone has a pressing
No,
topic
I was
to start
trying
with.
something new this time, and so I had to prepare it. I didn't pre-test it like I normally do earlier in the week, so this was
Are you able to verify what our audio sounds like right now?
for YouTube. Yeah, 1 second.
I just want to
I
see
wish
if
we would
our
do, like,
audio
a
is
test
picking up
stream so we aren't
the
having
AC.
this out on actual
The
podcast.
AC.
I've weaponized you. I don't like this. I should have told you that.
Someone is really heavy.
Tony, we've been trying to tell you for a while now. I don't really know how else to tell you.
He's in the closet.
Boy, if I wasn't on stream, I'd say a thing or two.
Hold on. Oh, wait. Kenny, your mic is muted.
Thank God. Is Kenny's mic plugged in all the way?
All right, so it's not Kenny's mic.
Is it Taylor, who's sitting right next to the air conditioning?
I'm about to find out.
Sorry, I'm tickling my tip.
Nope,
With your foot?
not Taylor.
Is it me?
Is it Tony?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Why?
That
Because
would
you
be.
told me it bugs you.
No one can hear anything
Now
that
I
you're
feel
saying
like
right
I
now.
must do so at random
But it
times.
doesn't
You just
change what I'm saying.
take his mic offline. Nobody can hear you.
I have been actually muting everyone's mic systematically just to see who it is. It's mine.
Oh, I knew it.
You are most directly in front of the AC.
But you're also plugged into this.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be a problem.
That's what all problems say.
It's. Let's see.
Can I get a like in the comments section for how accurate that statement was?
Am I the
so
problem?
That is mic 4,
No, I shouldn't be.
32.
Every friend group has that annoying guy. If you can't think of who that is, it's probably you. We don't have an annoying guy.
Just gonna give like cartoon like eyes
Let's
pulled
see
down my head.
if
Just
that does it.
I should draw that, but that takes the effort that I really do not have to do.
What do you have the effort for?
Absolutely nothing.
Nope. What if I
Oh,
want
let that
Scooby
one go.
snacks?
So you might
let that
want
one go.
to keep your mouth shut.
That's what
Eat
I'm
your
doing.
dog biscuit and go away.
Take your dog biscuit and go.
And that was to her child, ladies and
Cookie
gentlemen,
snack.
Be careful.
not to her dogs. Feed your child. What were they? Milk bones? Yes, milk bones. She feeds your child milk bones, people.
It is Scooby snacks. They are freaking graham crackers. I do not need.
Cinnamon flavored.
Cinnamon flavored milk bones.
I
Didn't
do
know they
not need
offered those.
DHS and CPS to show up at my doorstep.
Well, considering about my first topic of tonight's
9
about,
grams
there's
of
definitely some
sugar.
three-letter agencies probably listening to this. Child, why are you kicking my shin?
Did you guys know that in the Middle East is my are our mics going?
Yeah, you guys are good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my.
In the Middle East, the country of Iran is now-
global politics.
is now supporting Russia.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Can you believe that?
Child,
I
if you keep
can.
kicking my shin with
Oran?
the phone, I will flick your foot.
She doesn't know there's a customer. She doesn't understand.
That's a whole lot of not my problem.
Do not boot my child
I
because
said
you
I'd
might
flick.
actually kill her.
I would never harm a child. I will flick her in the sole of her foot so she learns.
Oh, my dad says he's listening. I didn't even have to share it.
Trying
Apparently he
to
found it on
break
his
dance
own.
at my legs.
So, I actually...
Fix the problem.
Child.
Excellent.
You
No, I didn't.
are the problem.
In the war between Russia and Ukraine, the amount of support Ukraine is getting from allied nations, and by virtue of that, the United States, means that the equipment they're getting is top tier.
I mean, they're getting
Top of the line, best stuff. However, they just simply don't have the manpower to hold up a front. The exact opposite is true with Russia. They have garbo equipment.
Oh, dude, yeah, have you seen the AK-12? Like, what? Oh, dude, it's horrible.
Garbo equipment.
Oh, it's gotta be the AC.
Like, bro, I would 100% feel that the AK-74 over touching the AK-12 week. That was Russian construct.
But Russians have all the manpower.
Yeah, it's kind of like
No.
the World War Z thing. If we can throw enough bodies at you, we'll just overwhelm you.
The thing is, Russia... The caveat being that Russia doesn't have a really good morale thing going on right now. But that's neither here nor there for the conversation I'm about to have. What's making up the difference is that Iran is now supplying Russia with supplies such as armaments, war machines.
She's got it.
So, Iran right now is technically testing its military might against the surplus of the United States. Seeing how their toys fit up against our toys
I mean,
in this basically faux war that is Russia versus Ukraine.
I don't think Iran's got it in the bag, man. I'll be honest, Iran, I don't see them taking it.
I think Iran's got a lot of really cool small toys, but their bigger toys, not so much.
They leave much to be desired.
Things that they can ship easily, they probably have a lot of. They have the money to spend. It is the Middle East, after all. The hotbed of oil. But here's the crazy part about this alliance is that for the longest time, Iran and Russia did not like each other.
Well, enemy of friend and all that.
Going way back to like the 50s. Russia was actually taking over territory owned by the Iran nation. All the way through the Caucasus Peninsula. I shouldn't say the peninsula, I'll say the strait, which isn't technically right for a geographical term, but that's what I'm going to say. And slowly invading and taking over territory from Iran. Iran did not like this. And Iran, having failed to maintain that territory, has thought of it as a great loss throughout their history. Iran didn't like that. They thought it was a great failure on their part. Here's something you might not have known. In the 50s and 60s, maybe early 70s, but I'm not so sure about that one. Iran was actually a supporter of the United States. They were.
I do vaguely remember this.
Iran was actually a supporter and liked the United States. It wasn't until the Islamic revolution within the country of Iran, which overthrew that regime, that they started becoming anti-American. However, they still hated Russia. But now we fast forward to today's age, and they're like, oh, Russia's fighting Ukraine. Ukraine's being supported by the United States. Let's support Russia.
There are worse enemies than Russia.
So, you're having this kind of a faux front where Russia's fighting one side, Ukraine's fighting the other side, but they're all getting toys from different places. And although they seem to be looking at each other like, cool, allies, and they're like giving each other the thumbs up, And then as soon as they turn around, it's like, watch him.
Shaking hand with gun behind the back, like.
Yep. So that's something that's a little screwy in today's geopolitical world. Iran is supplying Russia with armaments.
How about it?
Haven't seen something like that in several decades.
A year or two.
Decades.
No, that was the joke I was under.
Oh. Yeah, those guys did not like each other for a long time. And now here's Iran giving small arms stuff to Russia. What are you doing, Iran? Doing whatever they want because they have money and stuff to send places. Whatever. I think Iran would just suffice it that they not send stuff elsewhere. It's not like they're necessarily having Russia pay for it because Russia doesn't have a really good currency right now. Their economy is so close to collapsing, it's not even funny.
Yeah, Russia.
If it wasn't...
That's depending on let's see if he's buying oil from Russia.
Yeah, that's a thing that's happening.
There
They're
are
buying discounted oil with American dollars.
there are a few things that are keeping Russia going right now. Russia being the #1 most sanctioned country in the world. Funnily enough, I hate that I said that because that's not a word. Iran is the 2nd most sanctioned country in the world. How are the 2 most sanctioned countries still operating right now? They trade with each other. There's a couple of back-end deals that they're making with other people.
Naturally.
There are so many people, like Germany, that are reliant on the natural gas that Russia provides. They just can't stop. At least not yet. The amount of trading going on between Russia and Iran has actually gone up. 12% Iran to Russia and 10% from Iran to Russia and 12% from Russia to Iran. And you best believe that Russia still got deals going on with China. And that's another shaky relationship. But yeah, Iran is supplying Russia for their war front. That used to be their biggest weakness besides their unit morale, was the fact that they didn't have the toys to maintain a frontal war. Now they do. And it's from Iran. What's up, Tony?
Nothing, I was just...
Turn the AC down then.
What?
Are you still picking up the AC?
Not at the moment. I think I fixed it. It might have been a wiring issue, not an AC issue.
So you had something to discuss when the podcast started.
I
Until everyone gets back so I can start my topic. My topic's pretty funny.
I think I forgot what it was that we were talking about.
Nerd!
But I did read this really weird article earlier in the week. There's actually, I wish I could pull it up. I'm not going to pull it up right now. So this year, we in America have the first ever recognized as a union strip club.
What?
What?
I wish we had video for you guys to see the looks on their faces. Yep, not joking. A strip club. The strippers have unionized. I believe it's in California.
Of course it's in California.
Yep.
What's it called? Local Horror 5?
I don't know. I couldn't stop laughing at the article because they
What do we want?
they unionized under
When do we want it? Before the guy taps us.
they unionized under the actors category.
What are they acting like?
My best guess is, from what I can read from the article, my best guess is that they're fighting to be recognized as performers, and therefore they fall under the Actors Guild-ish type thing. So they are unionized as actors, as an actor. As an actors association. Someone cue the Gabriel Iglesias meme. No. I'm an entertainer. Fucking stop.
Taylor, stop messing with people while they're telling stories.
I apologize for that. We are a family-friendly show. It slipped out. I was being attacked. I was. You. Go away.
You started that before. I even stuck my finger in your ear.
How so?
Taylor.
Namaste, Taylor. Down.
My guard dog.
Really? Because you act like a jet. Never mind. Never mind. Can't say that the podcast on.
So, Kenny.
Me.
Stories. Yeah, actors.
I want to retell that story that Mike said earlier today about when I called him a nerd.
Go ahead, do it.
Because that one was really funny. And he did it. I think he combined both the incidences, so I'm going to tell him one at a time, and you can see how he combined them. Here. Have some of that. Sesame seed chicken. So it went a little something like this. We were training. It was like the last day of actual training. And we were working out of the same... Him and I aren't in the same pod because they separated us. But our pods work side by side doing the same activity. And we're both working out of the same school. So my bus goes out and it comes back. And we notice that their bus is still sitting there. I happen to be driving my bus at the time. And we heard over the radio that they had broken down.
Basically.
Or at least that they needed a new bus, and then our trainer told us that they had broke down because they're all part of the same group chat. So I drive my bus super close to the nose of theirs, making like a letter T, driving across the front of them. I switch my PA from inside to outside. I get up on the mic. Their door is open. All of their folks are in the front of their bus. And I go, nerds! I have no idea what the reaction was, because I drove away. Later on, Mike told me that they got a good chuckle out of it. And that their instructor was like, who is that? And like, oh, it's Kenny. He's just telling us that he loves us.
I
But
wish.
later on that same day, they were still broken down. It came back. However, I wasn't the one driving this time. I was observing
Oh,
the
no.
driver. We parked up on a tier that was higher overlooking their parking lot. And we were waiting for someone that was trying to back up a truck. I don't know how they had so much problems backing this truck up. But we were just stopped there for a little while. And Mike was outside his bus smoking. He was a ways away from where the bus was. But he's isolated
As
in the
you
parking
should
lot.
be.
I threw down one of the windows. I stuck my head out in front of God and everyone at the school. Just went, nerd! And he looks up and, nerd! He says it right back to me.
That's amazing. I so wish I would have. I could have went with you guys. I went alone to my training, and I had nobody. You guys sound. It sounds like you guys had so much fun there.
Well, homework's a lot easier when you have two brains. It's not that we necessarily did our homework together, but we were able to fact check each other's homework before we turned it in.
Yeah, I mean, as study buddies should do, right?
I'm pretty sure I'm the reason why their, like, little office area got any use. I printed off a ton of papers from their office at that hotel.
I remember you were saying something like you were there like every day. You found that one dude's USB drive that he left there.
Yep.
No joke. This guy he found. So he's on the phone with me asking me about like how to find a printable map, right? And I was like, I don't know. Have you tried MapQuest? And he's like, I don't know. We're trying to figure this stuff out. And then out of nowhere, he's like, what's this USB drive? And I was like, Kenny, leave it alone. It's not yours. And he's like, what are these files? I was like, Kenny, are you looking through the USB drive right now? He goes, dude, there's pictures in here. Kenny, stop. You're invading a stranger's privacy right now. You don't work for the NSA. Knock this off. He's like, what should I do with this? You should turn it in to the front desk is what you should do. Get out of everything right now. He goes, what if I delete everything? Don't do that, Kenny. No.
Okay, so
The evil in him came out so quick.
now that I have all three of you here, I have a story. Somebody knows a little bit about this, but more developments have been made in the past couple hours. So, I got subpoenaed the other day.
Ooh.
Nerd.
From back when now this is because it's an ongoing thing and it's an actual jury trial that
Wait,
I
hold on. Is this part of something that I know?
No.
Okay.
So this is going to be a lot of
No, this has to do with his nondescript job at the nondescript location.
Oh, okay.
Nondescript.
nondescript. All right, so
He had a nondescript subpoena.
yeah. Which speaking of, that freaking cop knock the other day scared the bejesus out of me.
That nondescript cop knock.
This dude showed up at my apartment at like 10 a.m. and hammered on my door. Like, I thought someone was trying to kick in my door. I bailed out in my underwear with my gun out. Like, all right, who finna meet God today? Woke
No.
up my door, looked out, I was like, oh, that's a cop. I should probably go put my gun away.
Yeah,
Walk back to my bedroom. But
nondescriptly.
But no, so this subpoena relates to a person who I was involved with apprehending. This person came into a nondescript area and took almost $400 worth of merchandise and stuffed it in their nondescript accessory.
And how did they figure out that you had a relationship with this person?
They figured it out nondescriptly.
Because I was the dude who wrote the report and my name was on it. Because I was the guy who went over there and caught them.
In nondescript handwriting.
So
Okay, I thought this was like just because this person knew you and they got busted for something, and you got drug into it.
No. I was just the dude that caught him.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Where's my job?
And this is your current job?
No, my old job. The
Yeah. Yep. I get you. I get you.
So, looking at this thing, I'm like, I haven't worked this place in over a year now. Why am I? What does this even have to do? And I'm like, I get in touch with someone I know there. I was like, hey, could you I don't know, tell me, could you look at the report and tell me what's going on here? And this person is one of the few stories that I do remember with good clarity. So, prepare for a tale of rancid panties, meth paraphernalia, and homemade explosives.
I guess we are now PG-13.
Did you arrest my parents?
Can you
pretty sure I
give
arrested
me
his
the
sister.
Domino's, please? Thank you. Because that is a brand new
So,
I really don't
yeah.
Okay.
Among the hundreds of dollars of merchandise we found in this person's nondescript belonging, we found rather rancid undergarments.
Did those make it to the evidence locker? The dollars, not the undergarments.
No.
I thought you were meaning the undergarments.
I realized that right after I said it, so I was like, oh, I better clarify.
Yeah. Found a bunch of burned up tin foil, which we all know that's there.
There's some quartermaster somewhere in an
they
evidence
overbaked-
locker, and he's
they-
got
they overbaked the potato.
Why are these here?
They overbaked their potato.
Yes, the crystal potato. And
Indiana Jones and the crystal potato.
it's like, oh, yes. Can I go Shay and the crystal potato?
Yes.
No.
Someone make that movie.
Anyways.
It still would be 1,000 times better than Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
Crystal Skull wasn't bad.
It was horrible.
Wasn't
Okay,
bad.
I'll take it back. I'd rather watch the Crystal Skull than Glass.
Same. Alright, no. And then.
Have you seen Glass?
No, I just know what you told me. I didn't watch any of the
Oh, we're gonna watch Glass. We're gonna watch we're gonna make a horrible movie night, and that's
Fine.
the one we're watching.
Fine, do you know what we're going to watch next week?
No, why would I want to do that?
Fast and Furious.
We don't have that kind of time because they never stop.
Darn. Sounds like a whole lot not my problem with Batman.
Kenny,
I've
Make
already
it quit.
seen them though. I'm waiting for the next one. Matter of fact, I own 9.
why? Why? Why do you people do this? You're the reason.
Because I don't know what they're. I don't know
You're
what.
the reason why they're still going.
And I'm proud of that. Being that.
Yeah, I am
I don't mind watching them.
Shut up, stop. No one loves you.
They had the same amount of action as Airplane did.
Rancid panties and abuse. Welcome home, son. I want to
I've also seen every single Mission Impossible movie.
Dude, yes. I'm excited for July.
So, not being a
Why
big...
did you turn off the air conditioning?
Because my mic keeps picking it
I
up.
don't care, bro. I'm gonna die.
I don't care about you, Dan.
You're not gonna die. Also, take your other shirt off.
Just open up that window. There's a
You're a
breeze that's starting to get through here.
See, was it so hard?
Anywho's it.
I wasn't finished with my rancid panty story.
Why does that have to be the one descriptor that you have to keep describing the story?
why-
Because it's an attention grabber.
It's supposed to be nondescript, and yeah, he uses
Nondescript
he used
rancid
the
panties.
worst descript.
Nondescript rancid panties? That way our audience isn't confused that we're like, is it Fruit of the Loom? Is it Hanes? No, it's nondescript rancid
This
panties.
Victoria's not very well kept secret.
Now that I say that, I don't think Hanes or Fruit of the Loom make panties, but...
Oh no!
You just bulldozed right over my perfect joke. Alright? That was a masterclass of comedy.
Both of you guys are so horrible.
Victoria Secrets.
She won't
Makes-
keep that secret.
I can see that they make panties, but...
Wow.
Why? Why did that have to be the follow-up?
Anyways,
Because it was right
so we're going through this person's bag, nondescript luggage item, and I find a couple of 308 shells. Odd.
Oh,
Looking at
no!
Shotgun shells, for those of us that don't know.
No, 308 Winchester
Three.
shells.
Oh,
308's
okay.
a rifle, not a shotgun.
Okay, I see. I
I
thought
guess
you-
308 casing would be the better.
Okay,
308
okay.
Casing. And I'm like, this is rather odd shell. Where it's tapered down, the neck tapers down to except the foot, is crimped off.
Well, then get some more of this.
Or there's
Two of those boxes are just steamed rice.
I'll eat just rice.
One of them is mac and cheese, though.
the big one.
Ian reaches out and grabs the mac and cheese. You will not eat my mac and cheese.
Okay, well, here's General So's.
Oh! I love General Tso's.
Half of
You
it's
best say, what the heck? I know I got myself wings and I didn't share them, but y'all better save me some. Why are you mad?
She ate half of it.
I
Yeah, we
like
sat here
General
waiting for
Tso's.
you
I'm never been
guys
a big fan of
At
sesame
the
chicken.
predestined time of
And
6
you were late,
p.m.
so that's your own fault.
Oh, I had a
You better use chopsticks or I will stab you with a fork.
Not that far.
Nope.
All of these are chopsticks.
Those are not chopsticks. Those are like straws. Panties 5 times in a row. We're already. Watch your mouth. We're on the air.
Nope. There's a difference between describing the rancidness of panties and suggesting family abuse.
It was a joke. Like, when I want to know, I would never condone actual child abuse.
Hey, can you throw this away?
However, I will make jokes about it. Because just like Team 4-Star, we don't condone it, but we find it hilarious.
Don't you freaking.
It's hotter outside than it is inside.
Taylor, crossbreeze, Taylor. I know it's.
Well, what is it crossbreezing with? The door's closed.
What?
I know it's a little tall for you, but could you like take your clothes
Yes, I can close that.
He's asking you to close it. As in, like,
Congratulations, you have the ability. Oh, I thought it was too tall for you.
Fuck you. Sorry.
Wow.
Dadgummit.
And to see.
Alright, guys, before we continue,
Sorry.
we are so desperately trying to be family friendly.
Tonight's just not working.
We are going to do better. This is our guarantee as a company. First and foremost, me, Kenny, of Yermo Studios, will give you my guarantee that we will strive for better family-friendly content. We are failing at that right now. And I will look each of the employees in the eye.
I'm
You
just not
look at
gonna
me.
look you, Kenny.
Look at me, you.
Do I have Boba out?
Still waiting on dollar. There we go. Now that I've made eye contact with everyone, we're gonna do better. All right.
Story about homemade explosives.
Okay.
Cue Falcon Winter Soldier, maybe you gotta do better, Senator. Y'all are not, PJ says.
Do I
Yeah.
have Boba out? What does Dad say?
Y'all are not. We are not family friendly. I know, PJ. We're failing tonight. I apologize. We'll do better.
Can I
Eat your
finish the
dinner.
story about homemade
And then
explosives?
you can
No.
touch
I don't
Boba.
know. Wait, what?
Anyway,
Homemade explosives?
Yes, back to the rancid panty.
All right. Now you. First you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
Alright, anyways, so we're going through this person's bag, and I pull out the tack tape down to the bullet. It's all crimped off, and then where the primer would go on the bullet, it's instead drilled through, and there's a fuse sticking out of it.
He knows me too well,
So I put it
so
on my finger and I shake it, and I can hear a powder shaking around inside. There's like 4 of these in this bag. We need to deduce that this person also has a lighter in there, and so whether it's be meth or bombs, this person's ready to light up. And you guys ready for the excuse this person gives? This person looks me dead in the eyes with the confidence of God and says,
I'm your father?
no.
Damn it.
I mean, I'd be a little surprised, like, wait, how are you not from that? Anyways, this person looks at me and says, this is not my purse. Rather took me back. They said that. But yeah, so in a couple weeks I got to show up and do some things. And yeah, like I said, got a subpoena the other day for taking that time I had to deal with rancid pain and all the explosives. Alright, now next person's story. Hopefully without rancid panties.
I'm confident. Oh, so confident. You've told that story already.
Not here, but I have told it to you guys.
I was gonna say I don't remember that story at all because
Yeah,
I
I've
remember
heard this story before.
I remember. Which one is that? Oh, sesame. I'll take
Sesame
some
seed,
sesame.
I've already ate a bunch of that. If you want to kill it, nobody else seems to be gunning for it.
Dude, I will totally kill this.
I ever tell you guys about the time a dude stuck a sword down his pants?
Yeah, I do remember
Yes.
that one.
Yeah, you've told
but
us that.
I don't think that came across the internet though.
Alright, internet, here's the time a dude decided to stuff a sword down his pants. And yes, he was wearing gray sweatpants, because that somehow makes it better. So, we're looking at security cameras, and from where he's standing at,
Voyeurism.
I mean, I wasn't the one looking, I just called in to look at it.
He wasn't looking. He asked for permission to look.
I was told to come in.
He called in to look at it. He said, "Hey, you mind if I go check that out? That dude in the gray sweatpants."
He probably heard it over the radio while he was out on patrol.
Yeah, and then got like curious.
I call it, I want to do it.
Like, hey, we need someone to go ahead and apprehend dude in gray
A little
sweatpants.
bit, yes.
It looks like he's got something swinging in there, and he
He
was like,
admits
I
he
know
dibsed
it.
it.
No, but
Today's the day.
No. You're not here. The reason I dibsed it is because I was having a really bad night, and this dude stuffed a sword in his pants. We had flashlights that were like those big old mag lights, and so
another?
Yeah, it's on the stove.
what I was
Her
thinking
piece
is I
is on
could
the
get
ground
to
right now.
beat someone with a flashlight.
Oh, then we let her out. She's probably done that.
So I was hoping
Her
that this dude would try to like
city cups
resist.
also on the ground.
Yeah, she's.
Reason number 3007 why I should never be a cop. Anyways, yeah. So basically, this dude took the sword off the shelf, walks into the bathroom with it, walks out, and he's walking rather stiffly with one of his legs. Golly gee, I wonder where the sword went.
Starts walking like a
Leave the
penguin.
dominoes alone!
Yeah.
How dare you judge him, you ableist? He could have had a bum leg. He could have been all Forrest Gump with the braces and everything.
Well, given the fact that he walked around for 20 minutes before touching the sword, walked into the bathroom completely fine.
You don't know that.
He could have had such
I
a
saw the footage!
violent, fever-inducing dump that he had a limp when he came out.
Be careful with Boba.
Dude, you ever
Push
sit
so
on?
hard,
You ever
push
sit
the
on the?
pop up with his
Hey,
eyes.
hey. You ever sit on the toilet seat for so long that your leg falls asleep?
Yes.
Thank you, TikTok. I've never had to do that before, and then I got TikTok, and now it's like, oh, it's been half an hour, and I'm still in the bathroom.
I am done.
Bobby,
I was on my
No,
10-minute
don't
break
turn your head.
45 minutes ago.
gentle.
Uh-oh.
I was at work one time and I was watching Jurassic Park: The Lost World on my phone, and I sat down right when
No, I'm not gonna pick you up on holding Boba.
I didn't stand up until they were getting helicoptered off the island. By the time I got up, my legs weren't even numb anymore. There was no feeling. There was no like TV stick. My hand was numb, and most of my lower back was numb.
So
I had to like set my phone down and like pull. We had to use the handicap bar and like pull myself in the same position and like
Gentle.
lock my arms to hold myself up for a bit until I
Don't
could put weight
stab
on my
her
leg.
with your finger.
Because I tried to stand once and I almost fell on the floor.
you guys talk about like TikTok and whatnot doing that to you. There's a guy that I follow on there's a guy I follow
Y'all
on
need to go
YouTube.
like Zeus,
I
go!
subscribe to his channel, and he does like these they're kind of like video essays, reviews, or something. I don't know what they are, but he talks about movies. And I'm watching the movie. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch just a couple minutes, a quick review, like the Critical Drinker. Only this is not the Critical Drinker. His YouTube channel is Mauler. So I'm gonna watch it.
Like 4 hours.
I start in and I'm like, okay, a quick little 5-minute review. This will be fine. And I don't realize this, but when he was doing the breakdown of Multiverse of Madness, that's a 5-hour video.
Do I make you uncomfortable while holding her?
And I was
She's gonna fall off in a second.
dude, Kenny, I was 20 minutes into it on a bathroom break at work when I realized we haven't even scratched the surface. He's just now. He hasn't even finished the spaghetti monster yet.
Well then.
You better be careful with Daddy's computer.
All I'm saying is this. It's your fault for being judgmental because he totally could have, his leg could have fallen asleep on the toilet watching a video from Mauler. You don't know. You judged him. You're a bad person.
Why are you saying it's like you're surprised that this is new information?
I mean, it is to our viewers.
Alright, y'all, let me tell you about the USS Liberty.
Okay. We're going to change the subject right now. Talk about being family friendly. Kenny, stop him.
What, you guys wanna
Stop
go to
him
the
now.
affair?
Bum bum.
Dude,
bum.
I got a history lesson. That was weird. I got a history lesson.
And I thought I was the only one that spoke English.
That's first off, you're Mexican, not Chinese. Second off, your speech impediment is because you're missing your front teeth.
I have had a speech impediment long before I lost my teeth. Thank you very much.
Your teeth?
Spaghetti long before she lost her teeth.
Teeth?
There is nothing wrong with saying it with a B. Leave me alone.
There is no B in spaghetti.
It's biscotti.
It is. Pescetti.
You didn't graduate high school. You don't.
You said it with a P, not a B. You said Pusketti. I said Busketti with a B.
Well, then you're wrong, and so are you. Pescetti. And you store Pescetti in the frigidaire.
All right. Oh,
The frigidaire.
that one was violent. I felt
The
that one.
frigidaire.
Here's what we're gonna do now. Here's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna go around, starting from my left, moving to my right, and I'm gonna ask one simple question: how do you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Taylor, how do you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I
No. I'm not asking you guys. Shush.
Hold on.
No.
The segue is strong.
close
with this
that
one.
and take that from her.
How do you make?
Tony, take that computer from her and close it, because Dusty's got stuff on there, and if she messes with that, I am going to be the one that dies.
Maybe don't unplug it.
It
Maybe
can
don't
be
leave it on the
unplugged.
floor.
Just put it on the table.
In front of him?
Yeah.
Put it on the table in front of you then.
Yeah. It's your guys' computer.
Tony, will you go put it on my bed in the bedroom, please?
Taylor, how do you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Your life is so hard.
I think he's having an aneurysm. I put peanut butter on one slice of bread and jam on the other and smush them together.
Smush them together. Tony, how would you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
How would I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? First, I would get 2 pieces of bread. Not the heel.
The heel is disgusting.
Not the heel. I would get 2 pieces
The
of bread.
person who eats the heel of the bread, you are dead to
should
me.
be brought up by war
Will you get
crimes.
the fuck away from her?
They have violated
Sorry.
6 codes of the Geneva Suggestion.
I.
Better take them words back.
Do you eat the heel, Ian?
Okay, I did not know this about your grandmother, and I have met your grandmother.
Saintly lady.
Your grandmother's a very
grandmother should
saintly
be
lady,
brought
Adam.
up on
I am a very
violations
afraid of
6
your
the
grandmother.
Geneva Convention.
Tony, how would you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Your grandmother scares
you
me.
have to be able to catch them first. You might be able to if they just came off of a burn.
I have access to pepper spray. I think this is fine.
They've been pepper sprayed. I've been pepper sprayed. We can still run.
Okay, just because you use pepper spray in your milk bottles, that doesn't mean it applies to everyone. Okay.
It's on my mac and cheese, first of all.
Bro, I've seen you make mac and cheese. It's not.
It's delicious.
A duel for a later date?
Don't talk to me about cooking. We obviously know who's good at cooking here.
I want to see a cook-off now, mac and cheese style.
We're going to do it. Cook off.
Cook-off
Cook
mac
off
and cheese. It's gotta be
I've
filmed
got
though.
I'm gonna say this
I've
right
got
now, he
boxes of
probably will
Kraft.
win, but I'll still do this.
I have boxes of Kraft. They can do it.
That was just like
No, they have to do it themselves.
Yeah.
We can't supply them with craft or
Oh.
anything. They gotta do it themselves.
Yeah. Anyways,
How,
PB&J. So
how
I
would
get
you make it?
2 pieces of bread as close to the middle as I possibly can. Lay them out. Go and get a spoon. Get extra crunchy peanut butter. Extra crunchy peanut butter. It's important. It's got to be extra crunchy. I'm here for
I've
a
never
meal.
liked crunchy peanut butter.
I'm here for a meal, okay? So extra crunchy peanut butter. Scoop up.
Yeah,
Right?
that's right. Close that.
Then you unload the load on the corner of the bread. Take the back side of the spoon, spread it evenly across the bread. Back and forth, just like you see in the commercials. It's important. It's got to be even. Then, would you handle your mic, lady? Be a professional here. Professional.
Maybe put the reptile away.
I don't think it's the reptiles, unless you're referring to the child, and in which case, yeah, put the reptile away.
Either way.
Put those in the bedroom as well when we're done.
Okay,
talking.
when I'm done,
When
when I'm
you're not
done giving
talking.
my, all right, then you go for the preserves. So you don't get jelly, okay? We're not heathens.
You gotta make sure they're blackberry. Blackberry preserves. You say strawberry and I will kill you because that is just basic white girl sandwich.
I can't
Listen.
wait for you to get to me.
We don't need any of your frickin' south of the border crap in this house, okay?
You realize I am not the only one south from the border.
What's up, PJ? How you doing? Sorry. My bad. I apologize. That only applies to your daughter. Anyways, yes, strawberry preserves, by the way. You get strawberry preserves, same thing. Scoop it up with the spoon. Hit the corner. Spread it nice and evenly, okay?
On the same piece of bread?
No, different piece. The clean one. Nice and evenly, okay? Then you take it, right? You got to fold it perfectly together, all right? Make sure that you don't squeeze it so none of the filling comes out on the sides, all right? Pinch each of the sides together, nice and tight, okay? Have it with a glass of milk.
Did you just make a crustable?
No,
An
don't
Uncrustable?
don't pinch it all the way together. Don't pinch it all the way together. Just kind of pinch the sides so that way the filling
You just
doesn't
made an
fall
adult
away.
crustable.
So, I'm very similar to you, Tony. I have a couple minor changes.
The milk is important.
The milk was one I was actually going to say too. What percent of milk?
What percent of milk? Dude, a full glass. We're talking like,
No.
what?
No,
Fat-free, 1%.
he's
2%?
he's
Oh.
talking what kind of milk.
I mean, I go for the homogenized, the full flavored.
I like 2%. It's a little lighter, still full in body, but you get.
Yeah, but you're not drinking the water fat-free stuff. I mean, seriously.
Exactly.
It's got to have some flavor to it.
That's why I like 2%. It has the flavor, it has the body, it's thicker, but it's not fully. It's a little lighter, it's a little easier.
Yeah.
I'm not making a milkshake here. I just want something to sip and wash down my PB&J. Now, how I'm actually going to go brand specific here because I have a brand specific way to make a peanut jelly. First thing you need is a loaf of country crock buttermilk bread. Not potato. Potato's good for meat and cheese sandwiches. Buttermilk. Once you have your buttermilk bread, you till out 2 slices, neither heel. Lay them down the cutting board. You get your Skippy Super Chunk peanut butter, your Smucker's strawberry jam. Smucker's has to be in the fridge, Skippy in the cabinet.
And be very careful. Get your freaking notebook.
Why don't you tail over here for Mortal Kombat moves on your dog?
Zeus, I would never hit you.
If he lived with you, you would. I guarantee it. Let go.
Anyways, on the first piece of bread, you take your spoon, scoop up some Smuckers, you spread it evenly onto the bread. I don't personally see any of you start to corner
Smucker's is top tier preserves.
Come on. Then I.
with your Smucker's strawberry. Just make that very clear. One piece of bread, coat with one side with Smucker's strawberry. The next piece of bread, you use your Skippy Super Chunk peanut butter, which I have decided is the best peanut butter for sandwiches. Spread it
Come on,
out
then
like that. corner to another, directly across. You cut the sandwich in half. I don't know why. It just tastes so much better. Well, once it's split on the plate, you take some Lay's Ruffles, you put them on the plate as well. Then you pour a nice tall glass of very cold 2% milk. Then you sit down in your recliner, pull up your chair, and turn on your good movie. That's how you make peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Okay. First thing I gotta say is I realize I'm not in good company. I like the heel.
Oh, no. I never said I hated the heel. As a matter of fact, I defended people who like the heel.
I like the heel.
That's because we're all afraid of your grandmother.
As you well should be.
I still think that she should be brought up on war crimes, and
you.
you're next.
I am, I like the
Very
heel.
nice lady, but she scares me.
If I was to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I agree. I think chunky peanut butter is the superior brand.
Dab me up. There we go.
I've never liked.
That's because you can't chew it.
Even as a kid, I didn't like the chunky peanut butter.
There you go. I don't know what you and Ian have been doing, but you've been doing some...
No, we could dance that normally. It's a pop. It's a speed. It's a speed ball.
You want to just try for the clap? We can do it better. Come on, let's... Nope, I missed, sorry.
Predator
That was
one,
good. That was a good one.
Predator 1 status.
Dude, that was a good clap. That third one
Nah.
was just... Wow.
Boom, got it.
Dilla.
My hand's numb.
Mine tingled a little.
Yeah, like right back in here. It's tingling. My favorite bread is not conducive of a good PB&J. Because my favorite bread is sourdough. And
I've had sourdough PB&J. It's an interesting flavor. It's not my favorite, but it's...
not
Okay.
the bread for that kind of sandwich.
No, but sourdough makes amazing grilled cheese.
That is true.
I can see that. Here's another hot take you probably won't like. Not a fan of grilled cheese. Not
What?
a fan of grilled cheese.
You guys were all just clapping earlier.
Wow. You
Hey,
are
you know what the
dead
most popular MRE is?
to me. The Chili Mac.
I don't like chili mac.
My hand.
I am aware that you don't like the Chili Mac. We've had this discussion.
Give my fist bump back.
Not only do I not like grilled cheese, I don't like chili mac.
You don't like chili.
I don't like chili. Not a fan of chili.
No counting for taste.
Nope. I could eat some pretty horrendous things. Not chili.
Dude, I freaking love chili.
And you just can't make a good PB&J with sourdough bread. And that's what I have in my house.
Why did you just say
So I don't really make PB&Js all too often.
I don't blame you. Go get a loaf of buttermilk. No.
But here's the dealio with that though. The bread I do buy is those giant baked like dome loaves. Not like the long loaves,
I hear ya.
but like the wide bread. So like when you pull out bread from this loaf,
Bread
it's
looks like a
it's long. It looks like a fat dinosaur egg
You guys
loaf.
heard it here first. Kenny likes them long.
He doesn't.
I said the bread slices are long. Grr, specifically.
Your loaf looks like a Goomba corpse. I hear ya.
I can make the fattest sandwiches with those. And I don't buy the lunch meat from like the meat aisle. I go up to the deli. I go to the
You
deli
go to the deli counter like a classy individual and you order that.
and I get my meat fresh. I have to eat it fast though.
What? I thought we were talking about peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, I had to give my caveat though because if I own sourdough bread, I can't really make PB&J.
It's your meat of choice for the sandwich.
Depends on how I'm feeling. I will say I avoid honey ham. I don't like my wheat. I don't like my wheat. No, I don't like my meat sweet.
Yeah, I'm more of a smoked ham kind of guy.
My mom got honey ham all the time when I was growing up, and I didn't like it. Not a fan of
She
it.
keeps running her scales along the side of my sides and it's tickling me.
Karma. Anyways,
No.
I like turkey
I've got to hold her because if not, then she's not going to get. Every time I open the door, all she's
And
she's
roast
gonna eat,
beef.
and that's more likely people to get bit.
I'll say my top 4: turkey, roast beef, rotisserie chicken, and then I guess that cubed chicken that they put on your sandwiches at Subway is decent.
Really?
But the reason why I get that instead of the rotisserie style is because it helps when you put sauce on it, the buffalo sauce that you can get at Subway and whatnot.
It's just the Shasta tongue.
See, I'm an Italian guy. I like my salami, my pepperoni.
Turkey, turkey, chicken, and
Could you have more chickens?
whatever I said
You
earlier.
can take down the Tony Gate now.
Turkey, chicken, and what was the last one?
Sprite in here, buddy.
I think all that's left is alcohol.
Dang. Somehow I forgot what that was.
Alcohol?
It's the darker meat, though. I don't remember what I just.
If I would have known that, I would have grabbed roast beef.
Yeah, roast beef.
You know, I don't really like roast beef. It's just the flavor doesn't jive with me.
If I have to pick between
Roast beef is amazing. How dare you?
Be-
You're an American. Go home.
between pork and or ham versus chicken versus beef, I think ham and pork are my least favorite of
Okay.
all the meat.
I have a question for you all now.
That's why I said ham and or pork.
I have a
in the
question for
same
you all.
category.
What is your guys' opinion on stinky feet?
Say that again.
Stinky feet.
Stinky feet?
Yes, it is a food.
Oh, I was gonna say I have stinky feet.
No, it's bratwurst and sauerkraut.
No.
I want your guys' opinion because I know somebody in the comments likes it and it stinks. I do not like it.
I don't think I've ever had a bratwurst.
I like chopping up jalapeno cheddar bratwurst and putting them in my mac and cheese.
See, the bratwurst is fine.
Taste.
It's the sauerkraut that I can't stand. I can't stand the smell of it. According to that one's wife, he likes it. So,
This is an uphill battle. You better be preparing.
Have you seen him? He eats anything.
We need to have like a compilation, like
I mean, he's not
training
wrong.
video of you, like a training montage of Tony getting ready to like throw down mac and cheese.
At cook-off style.
He's just like his family's like, please, Dad. This is the 5th night in a row that we've had mac and cheese for dinner.
Shut up and eat it.
I have to know. Taylor, you and I will be the judges.
Okay.
However, and this is not yet decided as who it's going to be, but there's going to be a third mystery judge.
as long as we're not doing
And it's a blind
noodles with vinegar in it like we did the last
will be a
time we
blind
taste
tasting.
tested something.
The third mystery judge will be someone that is not necessarily incorporated to either of you.
Well, are we allowed to use this mac and cheese? Are we allowed to put protein in it? Are we allowed to put meat in it? Or is it just strict cheese and noodle? That
Is it really mac and cheese if you add?
Let's
Stuff
keep it
to
mac
it?
and
Yes.
cheese.
Just cheese and noodle?
Let's just keep it mac and cheese.
Okay, because I will say, like, the jalapeno cheddar is a good profile that I do like to use. But,
And you have to make it. You can't buy it.
naturally.
If you show up with the sodiumized KFC mac and cheese,
Tony can attest, I cook myself.
Where's her head?
Behind you.
Okay. I just don't want to lean
so
back.
Taylor and I will be a judge, and then there will be a third judge who is not associated with either of you.
I swear to God, either of you put vinegar in it, and I will stab you both.
I
Because the
Who
last
puts vinegar in
the
their
last
mac and
time we
cheese?
did a taste testing thing with noodles, one of the things was noodles and vinegar.
Oh, that was
That was-
Gabe's gourmet.
That was funny though.
That was I couldn't even
He
no.
won that eating contest, and he had baby food. That was funny.
Yeah, he didn't even slow down.
That was disgusting.
Like afterwards, he's like, "Yeah, there's
I
something
couldn't even-
weird
I
about
could-
it, but
I
wanted
couldn't
to
even
win,
eat
so I
it.
didn't care."
I'm
He
so
just ate a
happy.
dish full of baby food.
I'm just so happy that I was the hand for that, not a contestant. I was the magic hand. I was thing.
All right. So when do you guys want to do this?
Well, I get paid next week. So I'd be willing to do this, like, on a Friday or something, because we gotta do D&D next week.
Yeah. You want to set it up for next Friday?
I'm pretty sure next Friday's free. I'll message you guys to make sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Looking at doing next Friday.
Any restrictions on, like, do we do stovetop, do we do crock pot, like, what do we...
As long as you just keep to just doing mac and cheese,
cover that?
it doesn't necessarily matter.
I don't care if y'all make it here, but y'all are doing your own dishes.
I do your dishes.
I know, and I
anyways.
appreciate the help.
What happened to mom's chores? It's literally right there. I'm looking at it.
She's too busy playing with her snake.
Dishes is on that list.
No, I asked Tony for help, and that's usually the chore he gets stuck with.
Interesting. I am looking forward to seeing who makes a better mac and cheese.
I am as well. 'Cause I've seen a lot of different mac and cheese recipes, so I'm very curious.
We never did have a winner for the who made the best top ramen.
No, that was part of a Gabe's Gourmet thing.
Yeah.
Gabe's Gourmet Grub.
Yeah, but there was a point where we each made our own version of top ramen.
Was there? I don't remember.
Yeah.
No, that was the noodles thing. It was everybody made just put random stuff in noodles. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
we did do that, but we did at the end each make our own top ramen.
I wasn't there for that.
Totally don't remember.
Because there was the one where we made different flavored top ramens.
I don't remember that.
Do you remember?
But you
know,
made like
but
you
I know
made
exactly what I'm gonna make for the mac and cheese.
you made like wok fried top ramen though, and you put a bunch of oil in yours.
You're gonna get smoked.
And right
I
there,
did
he
my
gave
smoke
Tony an
right now.
idea.
I'm going to finish.
Fast forwarding 1 week. Tony, are you making smoked mac and cheese?
Shut up, Kenny.
He's got like a smoker's wood chip fed. He's smoking mac and cheese. Dude, is this like hickory?
Wood
Hickory
chip-
flavored mac and
Wood
cheese?
chip and bourbon.
With a hint of bourbon? Am I gonna get a contact high? But like,
A contact drunk.
yeah.
You make jokes, man. Smoked mac and cheese is godly. It actually is. I've had smoked mac and cheese. It's delicious. My grandfather made smoked mac and cheese. I used to die for.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys and who can make the best mac and cheese.
Do we have to cook it on studio, or can we bring it in?
You have to cook it at studio.
So I guess, yeah, you guys do have to kick it here.
Yep.
Well, then I guess neither of us are using a smoker.
I have a smoker. What do you think that big thing out in my porch is?
A waste of space.
Okay, so one is not mine. It's got these. But yes.
I like how quickly she abandoned that. By the way, no one can hear anything that you're saying because you're leaving the mic on the table.
I honestly thought she picked on me, and it's just her tail in my hand. But I agree that thing is a waste of space on my porch. I hate it being on my porch, but it's the only place Jesse will put it because then it's out of the weather.
Does he smoke things?
Yes, all the time. Usually he does brisket and tri-tip. He made a really good tri-tip with jalapenos and bacon the other day. There's still some in the fridge. It's really, really good. Yeah, it was good. He put them on top, so all the juices soaked into the meat. It was really good. But it wasn't.
Meanwhile,
like
if you
overbearing.
are free a couple Fridays from now, and you would like to taste some mac and cheese, we are looking for a third independent judge.
You know, we still have to do that 3 guys, 20 minutes in Walmart, $50 survival challenge.
Yes, we do.
We'll put that on our new show, Survive Guys, which aired their first episode this week. Go check it out.
You
Studios
talk
on
as if
YouTube.
it's not your thing.
It's totally my thing.
Their first episode.
Our-
Not my first episode.
I mean, I filmed it. He did it. That makes it our thing.
Yeah, but he said there.
did I say there?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Oh, well, the first episode.
If anything, you could say our first episode.
I'm gonna have to change the battery and have to put it to bed now.
Why?
Because that is what keeps me somewhat cool at night because we haven't put the ACs back in the windows and mine and Paisley's room yet. They're supposed to be at this weekend job.
So I'm looking at this picture of Robert Downey Jr.
As one does in the free
Which
time.
one and which year?
It's current, and I've got to say, as sad as it is to say, the dude looked healthier when he was addicted to meth.
Why would he shave? He's
That's,
one. He's
well,
sunburnt to no other. Two,
That's
he's got no
veganism.
hair.
That's veganism.
That
right
is not
Went
okay.
vegan?
He's vegan. He went vegan.
Oh,
He looks like that guy. You guys ever watch
dare.
Santa Claus 3?
Yes.
He looks like the dad.
You know who else is vegan?
I
doesn't
see
he?
it.
You guys
I
can't-
see
You
it.
guys can't unsee it now. He looks like the dad.
I can't remember that actor's name.
Do you have another cable?
Which kind? Is it a Seaport?
Yes.
I did. Up by the TV is a little baggie
not
with
wearing
little
my jacket.
black.
My
Things
vest
in it,
usually
go grab
has
it.
all of my stuff in it for my phone.
Oh, real quick, pop culture stuff. So you watched Hawkeye, the show, Hawkeye. You've watched Hawkeye?
No.
No. Taylor, have you watched Hawkeye?
No.
No.
Dusty
Okay.
did that.
Dusty did though. Okay. So not the main antagonist, but Echo. Yeah. You know how not liked or well received or well anticipated that show is? Disney
Nope.
is going the Netflix style and dropping every
Stop doing
episode
that.
at
That
once. They're abandoning their weekly release and just dropping it binge watch style.
Oh.
On better news, do you know what's been confirmed for the Daredevil series? What's that? Good old Frank Castle is not only confirmed to be in it, but to be a major part of the first half of the season. Taylor, can't see it. Can't find it. Don't know where it is.
It's up there by the candles. It's probably behind the blue candle because I put the blue candle up there. Yeah. It has three little black things in it?
Yes.
Bring it here. Put your tail right there. Thank you.
So yeah. John Berthold's Frank Castle returning will be a major part of the season.
Well, that's good. I hope they don't do to him what
Give
they
me thy
did with
phone.
the Kingpin.
Give me thy phone.
Tony,
Give me thy
he's
phone.
alive. He is alive.
You are not keeping this? I would like it back.
You don't know that.
Tony, I swear to Christ, they have cast him in the season. He is in filming.
Listen, just because they casted him doesn't mean that it.
He has been in filming for
Just
the Echo
be-
show.
Just
The Echo
because.
show takes place after Hawkeye.
Just because they casted him doesn't mean that it wasn't for a flashback.
It's not for freaking flashback.
Any appearance shows that he's being casted. It could be for a flashback.
He is alive.
Prove it.
I swear, I'm gonna hurt you
I still think the best,
violently.
return of actors was William Dafoe and the guy that plays Doc Ock and Spider-Man.
Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin.
Yes.
William
and
Dafoe should have been the Joker.
I could see him as a
no,
Joker.
He should have
Willem.
been. Oh, I'm sorry.
Willem
You're
Dafoe.
you're
He's
you're right.
Daddy
You're
Dafoe.
right. I'm sorry.
it's Daddy Dafoe.
No.
So Willem Dafoe. should
Sorry, I
have
got that
been
from
the
PewDiePie
Joker
long a couple years
over
ago.
Jay Leto.
I could appreciate it more as Joker than Jay Leto, yes.
I'm just the same.
Apparently.
Dude, I'm so excited for D&D next week.
Oh, really?
I am so excited for D&D
So
next
excited
week.
for D&D.
So excited.
So excited.
So excited.
So excited.
I bought the D&D movie.
Oh, you did you?
I
Yes,
did.
he did.
I tried to watch it. It was kind of hard. I was like 4 beers deep, so I kind of fell asleep during some parts of it, like the second half.
So during some parts of it, like half of it at once.
Tony.
Like the only time that I woke up during the second half was literally during the most boring parts, like the end credits.
Your delivery on these jokes are pretty good, I have to admit. Because you lead me to think, like, oh, he's going to say something good. And then you're like, oh. Yeah, had me there.
They have come out repeatedly. It's not for himself to say.
Yeah.
The whole storyline
Okay.
for his character
Right.
in Daredevil Born Again
Okay.
is that he is running for mayor
Yeah.
and taking over the city in the sort of dark reign of the comics.
Wasn't that Daredevil season 3?
No. Daredevil's
In a flashback?
Because he kind of did that during Daredevil season 3.
He didn't run for mayor in Daredevil season 3.
So how much screen time in this flashback is he getting?
How many episodes does it show that he's in?
You
He is.
need to control yourself.
It was not me.
I take full responsibility for this. I am definitely poking the bear.
None.
Wow. We're only halfway through the podcast and we are losing it.
You know I'm right. You're just being obtuse.
It's time for you to fill that
Obtuse?
prescription of copium.
You're being wide-angled about this.
You're specifically pushing my buttons on this. You know I'm right.
Right-angled.
No, no, I don't. and Neither do you.
Yes, I do, Tony.
Prove it.
Topic change. I don't
Change.
Know, I don't know
Try
what
it.
to what.
Try. Go ahead. I dare you. I doubly do dog dare you. Try to change this topic. He won't let go, and I won't stop. A movable object, meet unstoppable force.
So you gonna try to win back your Doctor Who title yet? Because you've lost twice.
No, I'm not.
Oh, so you're just gonna give up your title?
It was never his.
I've set my sights on a new target.
Oh, what is
and
this new
that's,
target?
Being right about the Daredevil. Ow! 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 Audience, he broke his hat on my shoulder.
You need to control yourself, Ian.
And I thought you guys were just
No, you're
complaining
not.
about me messing with
No,
it.
you're not. I
If you
am
can
in
be
control.
goaded by
using
your
it as a
enemy, you become
footstool.
predictable.
I'm using it as
You're not in control.
Right there.
I am in control.
I'm so happy you brought me this tonight.
What, just so you could break it?
It's not broken.
Yeah, and Vincent DeVario is in the next Daredevil show as a main character.
I wish you were sitting just like another like half of that so you could like ours had. Really hard.
Family friendly.
He said Nards.
Like Menards, the store.
Sure. Sure.
Menards, you know? He's the cousin of Bernard.
I'm glad we're halfway through so that this train can come into the station on fire and
It wouldn't even.
Try to put it out
Somehow
a little bit.
flooded.
It's just gonna flop over.
I will stop on that whole
It's
thing.
just
about
gonna
the fact
flop
that the
over, like,
Kingpin died in the
Luigi
Hawkeye
and
series.
Everybody in cars.
man.
Well, I guess we won't ever have any more Doctor Who because Tony's just completely given up on that title.
Oh, just wait. When that.
You just said you're done with that title.
Yeah,
You've
when
given
when
up.
I'm eventually proven wrong, then I'll.
You
try back.
gave up. I'm surprised my
Has
dad hasn't
any
said anything
scenes in
lately.
our
Are you still there,
flashbacks?
Dad?
Or anything that proves that he's still alive.
He's literally.
Just because he's casted. Just because he's
the main villain of
casted.
The Echo series, not just the flashback.
It just-
He is the ongoing main villain of the series.
Okay, so
And
that,
that-
it's not like Disney hasn't made a movie or a series or anything that may have happened.
Echo series
Prior
is
to?
Hawkeye.
Prove it.
It's literally on the MCU timeline.
Prove it. Because Black Widow was supposed to be in the timeline, but yet again it was before Endgame. Yet it came out 2 years later. Oh, and then there's Captain Marvel, which happened like right before the Infinity War, even though that in the timeline it was 1994. Or what about Doctor Strange?
Plenty of prequel movies.
I got him going down the rabbit hole, guys. I won.
Is there a
So-
prequel TV show though?
Oh,
Here's
is it
a-
buzzing really bad? I'm sorry. Here, I'll try to fix it.
It's a spin-off and sequel to Hawkeye. Not a prequel. A sequel.
So you guys may find this
Look
funny.
at blue.
Dusty saw the trailer for the new The Little Mermaid.
Oh yeah?
Not an official source.
He actually said it'd be a good movie. He'd actually go and watch it in theaters.
Is that supposed to be surprising?
A little bit, yes, because Dusty does not like musicals at all, whatsoever.
Taylor,
Was he like drunk?
Hmm?
Was he drunk?
No.
I may have been.
So, with his faculties about him, He watched that trailer and he was like, you know what?
He's like, that looks like a good movie.
I want to go watch that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whoa, Dusty.
What was it?
The new The Little Mermaid.
Has he asked you for any other favors since then?
Wait, he wants to go watch the new Little Mermaid
He
movie?
thought that was a good movie. He thought it would be a good movie.
Dude, okay. I can't say what I want to on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. I had to stop myself. I made a pretty suggestive joke right there, actually.
The horse wasn't even safe.
So glad Dusty doesn't listen to this. Unlike somebody else's spouse.
He's
but
missing out. Not everyone's spouse has got the stalker energy.
Following the events of Hawkeye.
you better say you're sorry to Christina because she will hear this.
Because
You know where to
Wikipedia is
find
always
me.
such a trusted source.
Actually, matter of fact,
I'm gonna tell her.
you say you don't want people to drive your bus because they're your kids, but I guarantee after one day your kids will like me more than you. I said what I said.
Who are you talking to?
I believe that was for you.
For me?
Not you.
She's not listening to this.
Tony, I'm right.
She will
I
eventually.
kind of just told her Kenny is talking smack.
Anything.
I have proved it.
No, you
Two
haven't.
different sources.
Yep, the two sources you showed were not official sources. Do you need help being able to prove me wrong?
The only help that's going to be needed is you helping use your car after your body.
First,
Why would his car be the place he'd have to go afterwards?
Because we're not wasting the ambulance on him.
First, this is what you do, okay?
Then
First,
who's driving his car?
you go to IMDb, okay?
Oh, so IMDb is the credible source here.
I mean, it's more credible than Wikipedia and Marvel Cinematic Universe.fandom.com. That's one source you can go to. Then there's always, Disney.com or Marvel.com.
She
go
says
to
she has
those
a
that-
migraine at the moment. You get a pass.
Go to those that actually created.
It sounds like she just wimped her way out of it.
Actually, I understand her migraines. I had one really bad yesterday on top of the fact that I woke up puking. Dusty came home at like 8 o'clock and I told him, here's my injection. If you come to bed in like 20 minutes, half an hour, stab me. He's like, I'll wake you up because if I don't, then you're going to jump and break the needle off. So I went to bed and passed out and he came in and woke me up. He's like, I got to stab you. Okay. I was so tired. I didn't feel the needle go in.
Why do you have to stab you?
I have to have injections every month for my migraine to help prevent my migraines.
Your fault.
You gotta get it, but
I'm too fat.
And you can.
it's like a huge EpiPen because there's like that much of the injection and that much fluid in it, and it burns like
Why do you
no
need
other.
an EpiPen?
It's not an EpiPen. It's
Well, it
it's
sounds like an auto injector.
It is. It's an auto injector. I have to take it every 30 days. I get stabbed every 30 days.
That's the only way that they can administer this medicine to you.
Mhm.
Why?
Because it's supposed to help prevent my migraines, and then I get a prescription that is pills that I can take to help with the migraines that don't get prevented.
It sounds janky. It sounds really janky.
Well, my migraines cause me to puke and be sick, so.
Nerd.
No, I'm just,
Take care
my
of
body's
yourself.
trying to kill myself.
Well, tell it no.
It's
You
done
need
that-
to sit
it's-
your body down
it's-
on your knees
It's done that since
and say, "Look,
I was 15.
I need you to stop."
I wish it worked like that. I really do. Because if that was the case, I wouldn't have to go to Portland anymore for doctor's appointments.
Bummer, dude. Big fat boomer. Bummer, dude. So we
He's still trying to prove me wrong.
reached any conclusion as to whether or not Kingpin is still alive?
Just, I'm waiting for it.
Well, I mean, it does say the overview of the Echo series does say her ruthless behavior in New York City catches up with her in her hometown, which is a realize that what she did in New York, like shooting people in the face.
Chest.
No.
No, you're right. You're right.
Comics,
You're right on
she
that.
Shot him in the face because it blinded him.
You're right on that one. Okay, I will give that to you. We didn't see her shoot him in the face or the chest, but for some reason I thought that she shot him in the chest with the arrow. That was the Kate Bishop.
Yeah, no. Echo shoots him in the face, and that blinds him in the comics for a while until he comic. Comics always make the most sense how people hear from
Okay, so you can't prove me wrong.
Do you remember doing this to my
Right,
car?
but you can't prove that he isn't in flashbacks.
Lie.
You haven't proved
So-
it. I mean, Vincent is, yes, totally. But Kingpin, no, he dead.
I'm gonna hurt you so badly.
Kingpin dead.
It's not dead.
So, Tony,
Did you refill your prescription of copium?
Tony,
What makes you think he's still
Tony?
alive?
The comic books
Tony?
is what makes him think that they're still alive because
Tony?
Disney has been so true to following the comic books
Tony?
in the past and present, and
Tony?
they plan on to in the future.
Struggling.
Tony.
True. Comics, yes. Starters.
So, do you
Yes.
remember
Page for page.
all the stuff that I did to your bus?
Comics.
So, my friend Olivia, her friends completely surround wrapped her car like you and Kira did to mine, except for they didn't do the sticky notes. So as payback, she covered his car completely in sticky notes.
High five that person. High five them for me.
What
I love that dedication.
they are, and that he keeps calling it his show because the show is going to focus a lot on him and his bid to take over New York City via the mayor's office, not the underground.
So Kingpin is still alive, running for mayor.
Yes.
Okay, so there's no way. You're saying that there's no possible way, 100%, that couldn't take place before Kate Bishop?
Yes, I am saying that there's 100% no way that takes place before.
How so?
Because he was not the mayor then.
He just says that he's running for mayor. Never said that he won.
Yes, they would have mentioned it in the series.
What, that he won or that he lost?
Yes.
No. They wouldn't have
Yes.
mentioned that little detail.
That's
That
not a
little-
little detail. That's
that-
a huge plot.
That
point.
100% is a little detail
It is
in
not a little detail.
it
So
is-
what-
Life is a little detail, an insignificant one at that.
your
So-
opinion's a little detail.
So what's your guys' favorite Robin Williams movie?
Anyways,
why?
So that is absolutely insignificant in a show that is labeled Hawkeye. Stop it right now.
I'm trying to ask a question and you keep going on. So
You're trying to change the
stop.
subject. I'm not going to let it happen.
I can start kicking you.
It's about the only time you do anything.
I mean, he's not wrong.
That was a pretty delayed reaction.
That was. It took her a second.
She's got that Mexican brain internet.
The Mexican brain internet.
I am not the only Mexican here.
Oh my goodness, I love that. I gotta use that. That's going into my repertoire. That Mexican brain
I am
internet.
so glad that you guys have
All
never
right.
met because I
So
do not feel like
that
picking
is
up another
worth a
funeral.
subject change. We'll get more into this on another podcast.
I'm right. Yeah.
You're wrong, but that's okay.
So, what's your guys' favorite Robin Williams movie and why?
brain internet.
Mexican brain.
Got that good dial-up sound between her ears.
That's like that cable. The cable internet. That's not even dial-up.
She doesn't have the right signal unless she stands in the right place.
She got the bunny ears internet. That's what she got.
Her mental picks out ones and zeros.
Juans and zeros. That's pretty good. That I can appreciate that one.
She doesn't blue screen, she green cards.
Ow, that hurts so bad.
You need to breathe better. I figure out a way to laugh without dying.
Both would be preferable.
That was pretty good.
It's not an off the rails episode if I don't cry from laughter. I gotta tell you that.
So, favorite Robin Williams movie and why?
Why? What's your answer?
I will go last.
You will go last.
Tony, you go first.
She's embarrassed by her answer.
Sorry, man, it's that Mexican brain internet.
I don't.
She doesn't have an answer. She's waiting to see if it's something that we say.
No, I haven't answered.
I honestly don't know if I have a favorite Robin Williams.
He's got a lot of really
movie.
good movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I like his stand-up specials a lot too. They're still funny. 20 plus years later, they're still funny.
This is
I
true.
got-
Okay,
so I
let
got
me
a
rephrase
dark
it.
story
The,
for
the
you guys.
favorite thing that Robin Williams has ever done on screen.
I can't do that. There's too
That's
many.
even more
yeah.
specific.
That's
more
less
specific.
specific.
Okay, what-
even more broad.
Okay, how many of you guys have seen his stand-ups? Other than Ian.
I think I've seen one.
Funny.
So, the day that I learned that Robin Williams died, okay, that he unalived himself, I was listening to Pandora, and I listened to stand-up comedy. This is when I was working at the gas station up by First Student now, and I was stocking shelves and I was listening to it, and Robin Williams comes on, right? One of his stand-up specials. He's talking about the GPS and how unreliable and inconsistent it is. And he says,
Turn
this
right.
is one time that I was going across the
Oh,
Golden
no,
Gate
Turn
Bridge.
right.
And then
I
all
know,
of
so
a
do
sudden the GPS goes, turn right here. And he says, oh, no thanks, Hal. Quite frankly, I'm not that depressed. And I was like, oh, this is a bad day for that.
Quite frankly, I'm not that depressed.
Cue the Morgan- cue the Morgan Freeman.
That aged well. That joke. That did. Aged well.
Hey.
Ian, what's your favorite thing with Robin Williams?
That's hard.
It is.
I really like Hook.
Looks good.
I really like
Looks
one of the last things he did, Old Dogs with John Travolta.
That's
Such a stupid feel-good movie. I love it for no logical reason.
He has done a lot of good movies.
Patch Adams.
Patch Adams was really
I
good.
really liked Patch Adams with
Aladdin.
yeah. He hated Aladdin.
He
He absolutely hated it. He could not stand that.
didn't like
There's
it.
a reason why he had a contract with Disney to state that they could not use his voice for anything else after he died. He says, as long as I'm not working with Disney anymore, you can't use anything that I do.
I mean, I don't blame them. Disney's a soulless corporation.
So, but yeah, no, Patch Adams. I loved Patch Adams. It was really complex, and I watched it when it was an older movie. I was like maybe 13 when I saw it, if that, 12
Yeah.
or 13. Yeah,
Mrs. Doubtfire, classic.
that's a classic. Yeah,
What's your favorite
What
part
about
about
you?
Mrs. Doubtfire? Hold on.
I was going to say Patch Adams.
Patch Adams.
What's your favorite
man.
part about Mrs. Doubtfire?
I also like Bicentennial Man.
Ooh, yes, that's a good
That
one too.
bicentennial was really good.
I think the farmer's son catches the pigs and he'll freak out about that. He's like, "You're a shame-mail!" That was hilarious. Hear that in the part where he's on the bus and the old guy keeps trying to make a pass at him and he... his legs are so
The stocking.
He's a good guy.
Like, how confused was that mugger? The guy who tried to steal his purse.
That poor mugger.
What are you doing? It's like
I think my favorite part of
little
Mrs.
old
Doubtfire.
lady just walking around, and all of a sudden comes out one of the manliest voices he's ever heard. Let go! I can't say the words because we're on a family-friendly show, but yeah.
There's a movie. I don't
And then
remember.
turns
I
around.
think it's Birdcage.
Stupid
That he was
mother broke
in.
my purse.
I liked that one. Birdcage was pretty funny.
Where he's playing like a gay lover and...
He's a director for something,
we
but
did
yeah.
we did no, you and I did it. We did a TikTok using one of his audios from that movie.
You did.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Oh yeah, I'm just a
I
pig.
made you short.
Which is hilarious because if anyone knows us, we know the height difference between me and Tony is absolutely comical.
He had to stand so far back from me
I was a good, like,
just so he would
7
fit into
plus
frame.
paces behind him.
Just so he would fit in a frame.
And I even just leaned in my upper torso and just took up the entire back of the frame. Just
We did, what was it, like 4 TikToks that night?
Ian, I don't know if Tony has talked to you about this, but he wants to do a one-shot of Army of Two with you and me.
dude, yes. He mentioned something about this.
So
We still
I
gotta do the
mentioned it
chess
to him.
one.
I was like, I have to lose so much weight so that way we can do that. But then I thought to myself, I don't want to waste any time on this one. So yesterday, it was yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday I saw Kenny. I was like, "Hey, Kenny, I need to do a short film with you and Ian of Army of Two," and he had no idea what I was talking about at first.
You didn't play Army of Two?
I have played Army of Two.
No, but he was like,
Okay,
he didn't
but here's
understand what I was saying.
Are we gonna try and make ourselves Salem and Rios, or can we make our own dudes? Because the Devil's Cartel had Alpha and Bravo, and they're really new dudes.
No, just
We can do our own guys.
yeah, just your own guys.
But there is a scene that comes to my mind that I think that if we duplicated, it would look really funny.
really,
Have you seen the scene where they're opening the garage door, and the big dude is opening it, and the smaller guy's trying to help him? So when the big dude opens it, the small guy's like hanging from the door as it goes up.
Yeah, that would be funny to replicate.
And here's the thing about it, like,
can the two of you do
who are
that?
the two
Is there
act-
that much of a height difference between the two of you?
you can definitely tell he's taller than me.
Yeah, but is there much of a height difference that you're gonna hang from?
No.
Lift your arms.
No, the height difference between the two guys in the game wasn't so big that like, oh, you can't tell that he's gonna hang, but he just throws it up and the guy just doesn't let go of it. So when it goes and it ascends, he's hanging from it.
Oh, so the gate is higher than both of them, and he just
Yeah.
has the sheer
What
strength.
garage door is as tall as Ian?
Um,
But I think
I was
paying
gonna-
homage to that scene, I think would be
Hold
really
on.
funny
Do
between
You
the two
still
of us.
pay for one of the.
I remember who were the
undisclosed
two
locations?
actors in Supernatural.
That would
Jensen-
be Jensen Ackles and
Yeah.
Jared Padalecki.
I remember
Jared-
reading an article where they were talking
Jared,
about
not
how
Jake.
Jensen's not
You sit.
short.
Jake
It's just that
Padalecki.
No,
Padalecki
he said
is just
Padalecki,
really
and I
tall
said
and
Jared
makes the
Padalecki.
6-foot Jensen look smaller. And I was thinking
said
like
Jake.
Ian will do that to me.
Well,
They'd be
yeah,
like, "Oh, that Kenny guy is really short. No wonder the tall guy got it." I was like, well, Kenny's actually 6 feet tall. It's just that Ian's taller than 6 feet.
Ian's just 6'5". It's just he's not short. I'm just abnormal.
So
tall.
that's what made me think of is when they talked about how tall Jensen Ackles was.
No, because like you watch The Boys and Jensen Ackles is.
You've
I like
probably
it all.
seen it. Have you watched some of their sit down conversations with, the Meet the Cast thing?
I saw
Yeah,
the one between
I've seen a
With their
couple of them.
stories.
Carl Urban and Anthony Starr today. It was pretty funny.
Anthony Starr is a psychopath in real time. Anthony, I don't care. What's he gonna do? Come after me?
I've seen him in more than just the Boys, dude. Yes, he will come after you.
Come at me, Star.
Bro, I've seen him in Banshee.
Anthony Starr.
I'm so sorry.
Just,
So,
just
you
because
guys heard
you
the-
starred in Xena when you were a kid.
You guys heard the actor that plays Obi-Wan Kenobi when he's telling the story of,
Ewan McGregor.
with the kid going,
That's Obi-Wan
"That's
Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi." Did you guys hear the rest of that story?
Yes.
Negative.
Would you like to tell it?
If it has cussing in it, make sure you.
Bleep it out.
There you go.
So he's taking his daughter to school,
Oh, yep, I have seen this one.
and he's taking his daughter to school, and these kids just at
They
an unreasonable
cut him
speed.
off.
Yeah, just race past him, cut him off, and Ewan's a little upset.
Well, that was a really big yawn. I'm so glad my finger was not right there. Sorry.
Her snake.
And so he chases him and catches up to him. He pulls up next to him. He's just
And his daughter in the backseat's going, "No, no, 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 no."
And he's got his window down. He's just giving you blithering idiot, you just giving him the what for. And he was like, and I can see it in his eyes. The director's like, holy crap, that's freaking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Could you?
And there's other actors that are
Could
less.
you imagine?
There,
Like,
and then there's the other
confusion?
people that's not Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Could you imagine like the confusion behind that? Like he can't go and tell anyone this story. No one's gonna believe him. That
It was
kid,
aired on TV.
He told it on the
I know, but
Saturday Night Live.
that particular kid is what I'm talking about. Like he couldn't. He probably went home that day and said, "You'll never believe what happened. I just got cussed out by Obi-Wan Kenobi," and everyone's gonna be like, "Stop lying." That's kind of like the kid who Henry Cavill's nephew,
Yes, I love this story.
who's known
Shows up and it's
who's known for telling horribly embellished stories. And, like, my uncle's Superman. No, he's not. So Henry Cavill's got to make a special appearance.
like at his preschool.
Who are you? I'm his uncle. Have you seen that?
I have, where they thought, like, no, you're making it up, whatever. And
Yeah,
so
they-
his mom calls his brother, or her
Henry
brother, his
Cavill.
uncle, and is like, can you please show up? Because they're thinking that he's a liar.
Well, that's kind of like Gordon Ramsay's daughter. He was on a radio talk show, and his daughter called in, and she disguised her voice and was asking him all these questions. And then, she called to tell him Happy Father's Day or something, or Happy Birthday.
It's good. I don't want it.
He doesn't want you're wrong about kingpin juice.
You mean he doesn't want to drink the Kool-Aid about being right?
I'm not about
I just wanted to rekindle this.
Anyway, back to what Taylor was saying.
Oh, Taylor,
That's
you
right.
have an opinion about Kingpin being dead or alive?
I haven't watched the Daredevil series, so no.
Have you seen Gordon Ramsay's daughter?
Hold on, which one? He's got two.
Really?
Tony, make a poll in the chat.
Tilly's really pretty.
Kingpin dead or alive?
Tilly's
Uh,
pretty cool. Did you see
me
the
see if I
TikTok of
can.
his special dinner that she made him? Like, she made him like this beautiful course meal, and she was so scared to feed it to him because of who he is.
Did you see the video of like MasterChef Junior? She's going around being a guest judge, and this kid tries to rizz her up. In front
Yes,
of her.
I remember
And I'm just
this.
like, the balls on this kid. You try and rizz up Tilda Ramsay in front of Gordon on the show, and apparently he like came like second place for the week too.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy. And even Gordon's like, dude.
I saw the one recently where he's where they take home cooks onto the show and they give them chef jackets and stuff. The one that made a pudding that Gordon actually makes, and it's supposed to be like a 2-hour pudding. He did it in like 45 minutes and got all 3 jackets.
Wow.
He cried. Even the other contestants were like, "Congratulations,"
Yeah, no, at that point, we're not even mad that you lost. You're just so impressed that someone else won like that. Speaking of wholesome moments, you ever see that one of the girl she's trying to open up the sauce jar? She can't, so she runs and gives it to her dad. Her dad just...
Yes!
I'm
Yes!
like,
Yes,
that
I
is just
did.
So wholesome, dude. It's just like, good job, Dad.
That was all I watched while I was pregnant, even though I couldn't eat, was watching, like, Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen and
I
Kitchen
have
Nightmares.
seen so much Hotel of Hell because I love watching him just absolutely eviscerate.
I couldn't find it. Where is it? What's it on? Is it on YouTube?
There's like full playlist of seasons on YouTube.
I was looking for it on, like, actual streaming
No, YouTube.
platforms. I have to look into that.
Yeah, no, I love watching.
Didn't I watched the one where he pulled the fire alarm.
There's one where there's like this New Mexico one or Arizona, one of those desert states.
Yeah.
And this lady would come in and sing to the audience. She was horrible. And
That poor
he
audience.
walked up and handed her $20. Said, "Here's to make you stop." And then went and sat down and finished his meal.
Yeah, I believe it. Have you watched Bar Rescue?
I don't like Tapper. He's a little too loudmouth for my taste.
He is pretty.
I love him a nicely voice.
This is true. That is very true.
I don't know. Ramsey does it.
He's bringing back Hell's Kitchen.
There's.
He's reinstating it.
I don't know if I could take more Gordon Ramsay just yelling at people. It gets old after a while.
Me and Dusty talking about it. It would be worth spending the money to go to Las Vegas just to sit and watch.
Watch him just.
But you
Just
like
to
you
watch.
you just suck up drama though is the thing.
This is true.
Yeah, she does.
It's a lot more entertaining than my drama.
Anyways, what was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was gonna say now. What was I gonna say again? Dang it, that didn't help.
Probably about something about Gordon Ramsay.
No,
I think he was trying to change the subject. But I don't know.
Probably.
there was something I was gonna bring up something. What was it? What was I gonna say?
Ooh, I have your plane carrier kind of built out for either dog water or the Army of Two show.
Cool. We're gonna have fun with that Army of Two
We
one.
really are. I look forward to like buying and painting our masks.
When are we going
Aren't
to
you-
do the chess one with you and I?
Whenever we can.
I mean, I have a chess set.
As do I. I have that wooden one.
Yeah, I've got one.
It's gonna have to be scheduled for a time when you guys want to get together.
Boxing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like chess boxing, and you're supposed to
Chess
lose.
boxing.
Let's see. I feel I just want to just. Yo! She signed up for it.
Okay, but you're supposed to lose.
You can get up. It'd be hilarious if we make this whole thing like I'm just beating the snot out of you for like 5 straight rounds, and you just tap me once on the chin, and I just. It's like the most glass-jawed thing ever.
Wow.
Okay. If that's what you guys want to do, I can go for that.
I think that'd be fun.
I came across the video of your head bouncing off the wall and the window the other day.
Dude, that one where David hit me, that rung my bell for a solid second, because like I instinctively
Your
threw
head.
my hand up, and then he just clatters me across the head. It wasn't so much when we were doing that grab thing where he smacked my head in the wall. I was like, okay, that's not bad. But when he does that, double
Yeah.
punch, you watch my head just.
I
And he didn't even make contact.
No, he didn't.
Mollywalked me across the head with his ball.
my family and I were watching our old videos through there, and I pointed that out to everyone.
What? That I actually took the punch.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Or the bus.
Ugh.
When Kenny
Kenny just
rode
smashed
right
your
into
head.
you. Your head not bounced not once, but like 3
Yeah, no,
times.
you were repeatedly smashing my head.
Squirrel!
What was this? What was this video?
It was the,
bus driver season,
The
first thing
yeah,
I
what the
saw.
bus driver sees when it actually happens, and then the different behaviors on a bus, the different riders on a bus is what it was.
How I would just pop up and I would just like stand up all the way up, like
No, that wasn't. You weren't the gopher.
yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, you were, cause you were.
He was the teleporter.
Yeah, it was. You were the teleporter. That was the day I painted everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do using Restream. For some reason, I can't do polls off of Restream. So
Well, then go ahead and just ask the audience then.
yeah, hey audience, Kingpin, dead or alive? Tell you what, in the chat, if he is dead, put a thumbs down. If he is alive, put a thumbs up.
Wanted, wanted, dead or alive.
I know, right?
I might stop by and get one more now.
You know what I could go for?
What could you go for?
A Pendleton Palmer.
Dude, same.
I know, right?
I'm waiting for
I honestly thought you were gonna make some joke about Kingpin being
I
dead.
was really afraid you would too.
Yeah,
You know what I could go for? Kingpin being dead.
Listen, even I know when I am playing a joke too far.
If I-
Kind of like them keeping Kingpin alive.
If my 40 Medicare reimburse comes in, we're going to Hamlet at some point in the next 2 days. If it does come
All right.
You guys go to Hamley's quite often.
in. I like it's a decent steak dinner.
It's too much money for not enough steak.
I agree with Kenny.
I'm not willing to pay $100.
Do they got
sometimes.
the at the nondescript location? Do they have the buffet still?
No.
No, they
They
never.
long since
They
closed.
never put it back after COVID. They closed it during COVID and they never put it back.
They're actually talking them shutting it down completely and doing something else with it.
But they still do prime rib nights, and they get quite a lot of food for that.
When's their prime rib night?
I think it's Thursdays
I
or
wanna say
Friday.
Thursdays.
I don't remember. If
The
it's
insert
Thursdays or
generic male
Fridays.
name following the word big still has a salad buffet.
Okay, but if I'm going to a buffet, I don't want a salad.
It comes with pizza.
All you can eat pizzazz.
If I'm going to a buffet,
I love their lunch buffets. I go there actually a lot.
The lunch buffet is really really worth it for that. To get the pizzazz.
I actually go for the salad bar, but and then when I'm done building up my mountain of salad, I dub it Mount Munchmore.
Nice.
That's also the nickname I give a Snorlax whenever I play Pokemon.
Nice.
I put like one piece of pizza on top of it.
Not Sir Snores a lot.
Nope, I name him Mount Munchmore. The big old goofy titan that is Snorlax.
Do you play Pokemon Go?
I do not play Pokemon Go. I play the Switch games, the main title games.
It
I was
is
gonna say,
Friday
you
and
do
Saturday.
Pokemon
And I
Go.
get absurdly competitive with
I was
it.
gonna say if you do Pokemon Go, you
These are their-
friend me
because
on
they've
some Pokemon
updated
Go.
their.
No. The only thing that Pokemon Go has ever been good for is getting Meltan
I'm
pieces.
telling you to take it so you can see.
I have no idea what that is.
He's the metal Pokemon that looks like the T100,
I go down for some chicken pot pie.
where he's all liquid metal.
Don't know it. Never seen it.
He has like a hex bolt for a head.
What I know about Pokemon, I have learned from Pokemon Go.
I have a 3DS.
I'm more of a Digimon guy.
Digimon, I like Digimon.
Digimon is amazing.
I have a
Digimon's good.
controversial statement. Are you guys ready for it?
Oh,
Who's that,
That
Pokemon?
Kingpin is dead.
No.
excuse me. I
That
should have
is a
done that in the
controversial
microphone.
statement.
No. Have either of you ever heard of or played Fossil Fighters?
I have a friend who plays that game.
That's a fat negative.
Unironically, better than Pokemon.
Why most
Wouldn't
of
say
us
no.
have better
I've
immune
played it.
systems.
I played both. I'm telling you, someone who's objectively played
Better
both.
immune
And I grew
systems.
up with Pokemon. It's not like I.
I'm not gonna lie, I
twice.
thought that was
No, I grew
a
up-
photo
I
of you and
started
Dusty.
at red and blue. I started on the Game Boy and I worked my way up. Just like
How dare?
I played them and then I played the Fossil Fighter games to completion. I can say.
I take it back. I take
I've
it
had
back.
more
It was
fun
looks
in the
more
Fossil
like a
Fighter
photo
game
of me and my ex.
I will agree in as much as like that's like saying
Which
checkers is
one?
better than chess.
Yes.
It's a simpler game.
Neither one of them are watching this. I don't care.
I don't know about that.
Dude, having to like mine, like excavate your fossils for your dinosaurs and stuff, it's like that can end. Like if you were just like really bad at it, that you really got to build up alternate skills besides just mashing the.
Did you guys ever watch the show Dinozords?
No.
Nope.
Man, I really love Dinozords.
Is that
Wait.
the one where they could be bikes but also raptors?
No. No, I don't think so.
I remember there's like Dino Kings or Dino Thunder, which was like.
That's
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
No. There was this. It was a Saturday morning cartoon. These three kids running around this island. The main character had like an orange motif, and he had like a little baby Triceratops that he would like transform into like fight people. The bad guys had a T-Rex, a Spinosaurus, and something else.
No, it's not the same one. Honestly, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I couldn't really tell you like the
Dinosaurs.
details of it, but
Not the
it
mum.
was pretty good.
Love the way in the very first Jurassic Park movie when they're doing the Mr. DNA, and he says dinosaurs. He doesn't say dinosaurs. He says dinosaurs. I love that.
Dinosaurs.
From an egg, and you get
Me and
Dinosaurs.
me and my brother
It
have.
just makes me so happy for no logical reason.
If my brother was still up here, if I went down there more, he'd probably have already taught her this by now. But me and my brother both decided that we were going to teach each other's kids the not the mama.
Not the mama.
Oh yeah, from Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaur, right?
Dinosaurs.
It's effective. It's fun.
It's like
Speaking
saying
of, I
Frigid.
watched,
It's
The
like
Lost
saying
World today.
Frigidaire or Pescetti.
You watched Lost World today?
Yes, I did. And you know what?
You
That's
watched
some-
what?
The Lost World Jurassic Park today.
The Lost. Oh, that's the second one.
Yes, with Jeff Goldblum exclusively.
Yeah.
I gotta say, after rewatching all the films, especially recently, I kind of like The Lost World a little bit better than the original.
So
It's darker.
I liked like the first one made sense. Everyone after that didn't quite make sense.
The second one makes sense.
It made less sense than the first one, but it was still it. Okay, but you also believe that Kingpin's alive, so your opinion is invalid.
I've been beheaded. Outside of the shop.
Who remembers The Outsiders? Or not The Outsiders, The Warriors. That one.
That's an old movie.
I don't think I've actually seen that.
Let's do edgy for my
Wasn't that on like VHS?
It used to be.
Yeah.
Can
I know it was an old
you
movie.
dig
It is
it?
definitely my era of movies. That being said, I actually don't think that I've seen that.
So Paisley's got a thing with raising.
Just like I haven't seen Apocalypse Now either.
Dude. It's so good though.
So
I heard it's really good.
Paisley's got a thing with lifting both her arms above her head. So at first I started saying, every time she did, I'd do it back to her and say, I did it.
Dreamcatcher. Love that movie.
But my
Have
dad,
you seen Dreamcatcher?
it's a Stephen
No.
King movie. It's a great movie. You should watch
Have you
it.
seen Dreamcatcher?
Maybe, I don't remember.
It's a great movie. You should watch it.
I've seen Field of Dreams.
I own it actually. We
With
could
Kevin
watch it.
Costner.
We could totally watch it.
That's a good movie.
Dreamcatcher?
Yes, I own it. I stole it from my father.
Nice.
It's the only person I could really watch the
I
sports
also
movie.
stole my father's.
Have you seen Draft Day with him?
Anyway,
Taylor.
I think I have.
yes I know.
This whole thing is like a works for the
But
Browns. It's like the whole thing, like, the graphic,
I
like,
love that
cool stuff.
so much.
Really
I love that movie.
Have you seen
Anyway,
the one where he's
But,
Chappie and he's the pitcher?
my dad reminded me because apparently I used to do it, except for saying I did it.
I
when
don't
he did
know
it.
the name of the movie
I used to
or
say,
necessarily the
"Can
team he
you
even played
dig
for,
it?"
but he's the pitcher and he does the first
yeah.
ever
My mother
perfect game where he
hated
pitches out the
that.
entire team.
Hates that movie to this day.
And
To this
basically the
day.
whole movie is just him as the
Never-
pitcher, and he's
I-
like trying to
I did
psych
that to
out
her
and
while I was on
outsmart
the-
everybody
I
that
did
comes
that
up to the
while we were
plate.
on the phone with her the other day, and I said, "Can
It's
you
actually
dig
pretty
it?"
cool.
And Mom's like, "I have no comment." For
I also
this."
like the movie. I don't remember what it's called, but he's the
Just the look
coach
on
for the
her
cross country
face.
team in some
It was
backwater
almost
Hispanic
as mad
community.
and angry as it was when I
And he
used
takes
to
them
say,
to the state
"Get her
champs.
done" as a kid.
It's really cool. He
Between
starts out
can
as a
you dig
failed
it and get her
football
done as a
coach,
kid, she used
and
to
then he goes
whack
into
me
becoming
upside
a
the head
state
for it. She used to hate
champion
it.
coach for a cross country team for a bunch of Hispanic kids.
Oops.
I now will not greet.
So
your
like Kevin
mother
Costner is the
with,
one
"Oh,
actor that could
Lauren."
get me to watch sports movies.
I now have 3 new things to greet your mom with.
The eye
Our
dentist
audience
doesn't
has
bug her.
no idea what conversation to follow.
No,
We had
not
2
a clue.
ongoing conversations simultaneously.
They're probably
They're watching
really
this Harry
confused.
Potter stuff, and they're like, "There's 2 conversations going."
One's about Duddits and the other one's about Kevin Costner. What's going on?
Dude, could you imagine if Kevin Costner was casted in Dreamcatcher?
That would have been a very interesting movie. But they did a really good for casting for Dreamcatcher.
They really did. Who would have you put Kevin Costner in? The dude with the Mind Palace, or the dude that had the Finder ability?
Okay, everybody's.
I've never seen Dreamcatcher.
Or the one with the bum hip?
I don't know. He was probably pretty young back then.
Yeah, the dude, the
Oh,
toilet
Joan?
dude. The
No,
toilet dude.
not.
The toilet dude. That doesn't sound like Kevin Costner.
If you watch the movie, it'll make sense. But
Are
I
you?
think-
Wait, hold on.
I
Are you
think
talking the?
Gotta
The
put some
bum dude. You're
respect
talking about the
on my
hunter.
Kevin Costner.
No, I'm not talking about the hunter. I'm talking
love
about the dude on the toilet.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show.
Oh, the guy that plays on. That's
There
who
you
I get.
go.
I get who you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy that was on Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, that one. The only one with glasses.
Jason Lee, that's his name.
Yeah, that one.
Of
Yeah.
I was
Yellowstone?
gonna say, I can't.
No, I haven't.
1883.
I
I
couldn't.
think
s-
the
I-
Mind Palace one would have been more
Jonesy?
his thing. Yeah,
Dude,
I think that would have been more his thing.
yeah, I feel like
it is spec. It's on Amazon
I feel
Prime.
like him being possessed by Mr. Gray would have been. I feel like he could have made.
My
a great
parents might
Mr.
want to watch
Gray.
it, but I don't think I'm going
Mr. Gray?
Because that's
I'm
who.
telling you.
That's who possessed Jonesy for most of the movie. Was
Oh, you know what?
Was
Actually,
Mr.
no,
Gray.
I like the British kind
that's
of.
true. The British kind of thing is kind of cool.
Yeah. He should have been Freeman's character.
Yes.
Morgan Freeman's character.
Yes.
The
Either
colonel.
either Morgan Freeman's character or the other guy, what? Who is he? The one that helps Henry.
We're going to need a
Ouch.
lot of people to fill in for ads in Army of Two.
He was the guy that Freeman gave the
Because
pistol
I imagine
that had the tracker.
mostly what it's going to come down to is just
Mm.
a huge gunfight.
Yeah, I forgot it. I forgot who
Hold
that
on.
As he should.
That is obscene banter.
We need to have masks, though. I want to carry on the tradition.
Oh, yeah, no, we're gonna buy masks. We're each
Dude, there's gonna be so much ADR in that.
Ballistic masks.
So much ADR.
I've already got it.
We could just make the
I
villains
still
wear,
can't
like,
believe that he's the one that played Dunnits.
The villains
not,
have
not
to wear
masks
masks.
necessarily, but whatever the freaking fabric face coverings are,
I was just about to say that.
so that we can
Usually
keep.
2 or 3 people are the same.
All right,
We
I
can
wasn't
keep
gonna say
using-
that. I was gonna say baklava.
That's a Russian dessert.
Yeah.
But that
Not
way,
a
that's
balaclava,
interesting.
Baklava.
That's interesting because there's something similar. Like if you say "Ich bin ein Berliner" in German, that means I am a German. But if you say "Ich bin ein
Is it
Berliner,"
Owen? Is that
I'm a
what
jelly
his
filled
name
donut.
was?
Let me see the picture.
so it's funny that those things are so close. Like one's a face covering, one's a dessert,
Yeah, it is. It's
one's
the
a
guy that
nationality,
played
one's a
Dunnits.
dessert.
That's the most recent picture of him.
Yeah,
I feel like he could have done that one.
yeah, that would have been great.
I still can't believe
I really want
Donnie
to see
Wahlberg
more than
played
anything. I
Dunnits.
want to see
it
you.
is still so hard to
You
see
remember the
Donnie Wahlberg
aggro
play
mechanic
Dunnits.
in that game, where
Yeah,
one
it
can
is.
go aggro and the other one goes stealth? I want to see you.
You actually have to
have
be
you
paying
seen
attention
the
to
D&D
realize
movie?
that's him.
Yes.
So you remember that scene where the barbarian runs at a guy, like sidesteps around and picks him up in like a German suplex, but then slams him. Goes from a
we
German
should watch
suplex
that
after
movie.
like just lifts him up in the air with a German suplex, and then while the guy's suspended in the air, one hand throws him to the ground. I want to see you do that.
Dreamcatcher? We'll do something similar.
I want to see that. I want to see that, Tony. It's gonna happen.
Probably not tonight. Dude, yeah. We're gonna have to buy a bunch of, like, because you know how, like, they all get, like, tanky and stuff. We're gonna have to buy a bunch of, like, farm guards and shin guards and crap.
We could definitely put that on you. I think it just fits the motif.
Definitely do, like, lighter builds.
We'll have to get a hold of our contractors and get them to participate.
Yeah. We could definitely have a, like, good fight.
I hope they're listening. Hey guys, expect a phone call.
Bum, bum,
I mean, send you some links for things to put on the
bum.
company card.
You gotta play General Matheson.
Speaking of which,
That's more.
I'm impressed that actually.
That boomeranged. Tony, your character looks weird.
so he is a undercover or.
I deleted that game because it was taking up too much space. I want to play Jedi Survivor.
He's an undercover or.
Yes.
I
I'm waiting for them to fix the glitches though.
I made him look older with like grayish hair and whatnot, and then have like a really deep voice.
So you roleplay him as an undercover aura.
I do quite often, and when I'm walking around not having to choose things that that they make you say and whatnot, like if I walk up to a group of other students, I'm like, "Hello, fellow youths."
How
I'm
do
not-
you do, my fellow?
I'm not joking. If you
students?
go to my personal YouTube, you'll hear it. Hello, fellow youths. I totally did not. I just learned that extremely advanced spell that normally takes years to learn.
Confringo.
Fabrizio.
I was gonna say Fabrizio.
Wingardium Lysolia.
Trademark sells that right there.
Get on the drawings. Get on the drawings.
I just realized I upgraded and I still haven't bought it. I still haven't bought it and I upgraded too.
How dare! You're fired.
Take you and your snake and get out.
It's my house.
Man.
It's our studio.
There's actually 9 times the lot. Go ahead, take it from us.
I'll just start doing it at my house then.
She just looks at Kenny like, "Help!"
No help was from Kenny on this day.
No.
We're converting a room in my house as we speak, actually,
Really?
Into a studio?
into a meeting space. It's gonna have a long table. It's gonna be meant for for people to sit around and play games at, but we could totally have the studio in there
That'd be awesome.
for podcast nights.
I would be down.
All be cool to do D&D there.
Yeah.
And the AC
At
is
least
right
until-
outside the door.
At least until we get an office.
I really want that church.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We didn't talk to you about this. I think that we should buy the church on the corner of Immigrant and 4th.
Hold on, let me visualize this in my head before you give me any descriptors.
Immigrant and 3rd, I'm sorry.
Immigrant and third.
Yeah, the United Methodist Church. It's up for sale.
Hold on, let me think about this.
Looks like a castle.
The one there across from the post office?
The one across from Lifeways.
Is that
Catty
Immigrant?
corner from the Salvation Army Church.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Southwest 2nd.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say that's second.
Where you like to turn for the
Going from Fraser to Court.
there you go.
Is that for sale?
It is. There's a for sale sign in the yard.
And it's a church.
It is. See, it is. the
Have you looked
United-
into it to see what the price is?
Negative.
That's the most important thing.
Really
I'm
good.
just saying. Well, I mean, before I even checked that out, I was like, "Hey, we should talk to Kenny about this,"
We should have brought
Because-
Kenny some more information.
because Kenny's like the money guy for us. We should totally do that. If you're interested, I'll call him.
Well, I'm going to be totally unavailable tomorrow as I'm going to be clocking in at 5 a.m. to do a trip all day to Sumter. I'm taking 4th grade Washington to Sumter.
Going to Sumter. You know, that's almost where I had that rollover at.
Sumter, huh?
Yeah. Just a little. It was in between the Sumter Junction and Austin Junction.
If you guys are ever in Austin Junction,
Watch out if it snows.
I was gonna say eat there because there's that red building there. That's amazing food.
They wouldn't let me eat there
Why?
because I had to go to the hospital.
He's not good at driving.
That's your fault.
I blame the snow.
But they have amazing burgers and stuff. When me and Dusty first got together, that's where they were working, was up there in Austin Junction. And they used to send me to go get food, and they've got really
You would
good
drive all
food.
the way to Baker just to see him?
The first time I went there, I was coming back from Burns.
You sim.
So, and I gotta go through John Day anyway, so I just took 26.
And went way out of the way.
Pretty much.
You
And then
know-
I went, I was only supposed to be there for a couple hours, that turned into like 6 hours, and then I stayed the night there, and then drove to work the next day.
There was one time I took Gabe. Gabe, he just didn't want to go by himself. So I went with him to Burns one day so he could go to one of his motorcycle rallies or whatnot. And I drove him down to Burns. And then I didn't follow GPS, or at least I thought I was following GPS, right?
Which way did
we
you
were coming
go?
back from Burns. I thought I was going back to Pendleton. And then we wound up on the other side of Baker.
Okay, not gonna lie, going back through Baker in 26 is really pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
beautiful.
It really is, actually.
I would love to go camping up there at that
You
lake
know what's
up there.
surprisingly good? The Dalles, California highway.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty. That's a beautiful drive. Going around Mount Hood.
Mhm.
That's awesome. I love that drive. I genuinely like that drive. Well, thank you for joining us on another episode of Off the Rails Podcast. I've been your host, Kenny, and I'm joined by...
Taylor, and I am here with...
Tony. And I am also here with He Who Was Wrong.
Ian, who was right.
Is that it? Is that the end of your sentence?
Who is right.
I'm really just trying to...
Just aggressively right.
Is it who is right?
Dead
Cliffhanger.
space.
Just really trying
Just-
to formulate appropriate words, man.
Cliffhanger. Yeah, I wish we had video. You could have seen that, like, that Harley Quinn style stare that he was just giving me. It was creepy. It was psychotic.
Well, yes, because I'm psychotic.
He admits it!
Speaking of which,
I have never denied it.
this has absolutely nothing to do with psychosis, but thanks everyone for joining us. Remember, like, share, subscribe.
You don't
Hit
even get to
that
say
bell
goodbye.
Button, hit the thumbs up button. Hit all the buttons. Do all the things. Make sure you come check out our podcast, which will be posted up on the Rumble and the Twitter and the Twitch and the whatever else I decide to put it up on. Check out our TikToks and our newest episode of Survive Guys, where I do a review on a belt handsaw.
Because
Thank you,
I'm not
everyone,
me
for
if I'm
joining
not.
us, and as always,
It's
It's